Well, hello. Now we're to Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. How y'all doing in the dub? Let's see what's going down with y'all. As far as what's happening around you, past, present, and future. Is there anything that you really need to know that's around you? Sometimes we need to know what's around us and the people. So I'm going to give you a description of the people, of some people. So here we go. We're talking to Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So let's get 3 pictures. What's going on around you? What do you need to know what happened in past, present, and future that's associated with your health or something being done around you, good or bad? Let's see what's being done around you that you need to know. Who's Cancer? What's going Cancer? What you need to know about Cancer? We have authority. Somebody 21. Someone that acts has authority here. There's someone with authority that you may be having to deal with. Some authority. We'll see what's going on with that. Somebody that's of authority. What else is going on here that's in your energy? 2 more people that we need to talk about. 2 more people. What else you need to know about 2 more people, allegedly? What comes out, you use what you can and leave the rest. All black magic won't work on me. It goes right back to center and it's blocked. If it's on my chakra, spirit, knock it down like a fireball. Let it go, walk away. Thank you. Archangel Michael, you ready? Yes. Let's get these last 2 pictures of someone that you need to know that's in your energy. It might mean you good or bad. Let's see what's going on in your energy. We have somebody like a venture, somebody 35. This person may have features look like this. Let's get one more. One more person for my water signs. Let's see what's going down, what you need to know about for my water sign. Who do we need to be aware of, or what's going on with these people, this person. One more picture, please, Spirit. One more. Just one more, Spirit. Not that many, just one more, Spirit. I'm going to take that back. Only need one more, Spirit. Thank you. We have naturalists, somebody 10. Someone may be looking like this, or this is their features, allegedly. That's a naturalist. Now let's see what's going on with these people that, sometimes we don't know the people that we are around, what they got going on, because I'm telling you, you'd be surprised what these people got going on. I'm telling you. So, let's see. What is going on here? Let's start here with this person right here. We're going to see what's going on with this person around you. What is their true intentions? What's going on with this person that is around you? I don't want it to blow away. What's going on with you, this person of authority? What's going on with this person? What happened in the past, present, and future? What is going on here? What we need to be aware of when it comes to this person right here, Spirit. Give me some feedback. What you need to be aware of. What you need to be aware about this person. Something about in the neighborhood. Something in your neighborhood. What about in your neighborhood? With this person, what about in your neighborhood? What about being in your neighborhood? What about this person? Okay, somebody was in the neighborhood and somebody was healing. Somebody was in a neighborhood while somebody was healing. And what else? Okay, somebody was healing. And there's somebody that went missing or something. They were healing and they went missing in the mountains. Someone here was on a road with a spouse. They left with a spouse, a caregiver. Someone here was in greed. Somebody was in greed. They were greedy. So something about the land field. Let's see what happened in the land field. Somebody was greedy and there was a caregiver. And it's somebody's partner or spouse. This could be somebody's partner. What happened? What about this land field? What's in the land field? When somebody went missing. Somebody went missing in a neighborhood, and this person allegedly that they went missing, or somebody they know water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or somebody know, and they know why this person went missing. So what's in the landfill right now? What's the deal with the landfill with this person? What happened in what? Okay, what happened in the landfill? What happened to this person in the landfill? What happened? This is a cover-up. Something about a cover-up. Something they were trying to cover up. What was they trying to cover up in this landfill? Somebody was jealous. They trying to cover up that somebody was jealous in a. What about this? Somebody was jealous, and there's going to be justice. Somebody went missing, but I think they got found in the landfills, and somebody was trying to cover that up. Somebody maybe was a body found in the landfill or something, but somebody's getting justice because somebody went missing, and they end up in the landfills. Was this a body that was found in the landfill, Spirit? And somebody's going to get justice for it, but I need to know, was there a body found in the landfill? Was there a body in this landfill? Oh, somebody had a fair on the inside. See, somebody had a fair, and it was on the inside at the landfills over life insurance. Something happened. Somebody had a fair, and it was the life insurance. And what happened with this life insurance? Okay. Something about somebody was mind controlled, and they would do fraud on people, on this person, for money. So somebody did a fraud on this person for money, and they went missing in the landfill. What happened to the person? What happened to this person? Where are they? Where is this person went missing? Okay, this phenomenon. Okay. It's something about getting imprisonment. Something about a phenomenon. I think it was a phenomenon that went missing, and there was a fire or something, and they was associated with some aliens that was in an organization. So somebody was an alien, allegedly. Entertainment purposes only. Take what you can and leave the rest, allegedly. So in other words, there was in an organization of aliens. If you don't know, then you don't know. There's some aliens with this person. They was in an organization, and they were mind controlling this person and they were watching this person and this person to make the natural disasters, and they would throw them in the landfill. They would throw the body in the landfill, Spirit. Yeah, they do it for a power supply. See, they would throw them in there for a power supply. So what happened to the body, allegedly? What happened to the body? See, this person was dating this person. This is somebody they used to date. So this was in the past. Somebody used to date, was dating this person. And somehow this couple, somebody was a couple, and they was in a cult. So they was in a cult, this couple. What about this cult? Somebody was alive in this cult. They was alive in the cult, but something about they were lying. They did a lot of lies, and then when they were partying, they did a lot of things when they went partying. What did they do when they went partying? Somebody got married, allegedly. Somebody married somebody, allegedly. And this was getting cleanup. That's what they say. They got married. They were just only saying that for cleanup. This was a male was saying that for cleanup. They were saying that they got married because there was some abuse and neglect going on, and it was near a beach. Somebody was getting abused and neglected. And what else, Spirit? And they had the devil attached to them. So somebody was in their ego because the devil was attached. They have attached to them. They was assassinated. Somebody was assassinated, but they faked their death here. And they ran away. Somebody was faking their death because they were being perverted, allegedly, and they didn't want these legal proceedings to hit them up. That's what's hidden. They didn't want this legal proceeding to hit them up about these grandparents. They didn't want that. This celebrity didn't want that, so they were faking their death like they got drugged and poisoned, and it was in an accident, and they were sent out of space, really, allegedly, for these debts that they had to pay, and they went into a wooded area and they caught their death. So somebody apparently ended up in the wooded area, and they got disposed of, and they end up gone. They end up they fell to their death, is what I heard. So now they got disease because they was trying to get away from something, but they got abused and everything. This person was abused and everything, allegedly. I don't know if this person was abused or the person that somebody they know, but this is a Cancer-Scorpio-Pisces, but it's a spouse, somebody that they were dating, abused them and basically sold them out for money. That's what they dated them for, then they married this person. What else is going on? And they abused this person. What else is going on here, Spirit? What else I need to tell you about this person? It says this is going to be a movie time. Something about this would make this would be a movie, because somebody was the Spider-Man lady or man. Someone is looking for you and can't find you. They couldn't find you, the Spider-Man. So the fever pinch summer was fun. It was back in the summer. Time for you to move on soon to old relationship to a new relationship. This news lady. Okay, it says something about your pay will go up soon. They didn't want your pay to go up or something, because it was in the verse. If you can change your mind, you can change your life future. They didn't want to change because it was in reverse. So, but somebody was protected. See, they were protected. They had unhealthy things was going on with their body, and they needed to see a doctor. This Libra did. They really needed to see a doctor. What else is going on here? So somebody really needed to see a doctor. What else was going on? Somebody was saying this was trash can, but this was not trash can talk. Somebody here didn't want to take a leap. They didn't want to get themselves out. Someone named Susan, allegedly, your husband was in your past returned, and so you need to stop crying. Somebody will to return. Somebody used to play ABC basketball in the past. A secret enemy was around you at the time. Somebody named Cleopatra. There was an enemy. It says grown children are going to jail ASAP because of this magic backfire. They says they fear you. Why? Because somebody was an earth angel. Someone in 3, they fear you because of you. Someone was an earth angel. Why do you think to me, always lying to people? Shut up. Somebody, why this to me? Why you do this to me? And always lying to people. That's what this person was saying. But this person had car problems and had a nail in their tire. Something about back in July, there was a nail in their tire. And someone had to be letting go of the situation. Something about the evidence is stacked against this person. There's some evidence that's stacked against this person. Yellow was your lucky color, allegedly. Somebody was a time machine, a time traveler from the past, present, and future. And someone was in a red car. I'm hearing they had a red car. And it says fears. This connection is too intense and I am afraid. Somebody's afraid of this situation. Somebody may have a lawsuit coming. Someone named Pierre in the past, allegedly. They may have a lawsuit. There's a Pierre that has a lawsuit. Something about April. Somebody named Anthony. And plus, they put a hit out on you to take you out. Somebody put a hit out on somebody to take somebody out, allegedly. This was a powerful love story, really. They had a hit out on this person, allegedly, too. Someone says, I am so sorry for hurting. This person was not sorry for hurting you. Allegedly, someone named Linda in the past. They were not sorry for hurting you. But someone was trying to poison you and you need to watch out for them, was putting poison in your food. Somebody had mental problems in the past. Allegedly, when they were doing this, your ex-lover is not coming. Somebody says this is their names, could be the names of the ex-lover, allegedly. I don't know, but there's some names. Something about Social Security. Something about, this was a spiritual healer. Someone's name was Teresa, allegedly. Something about Teresa. Your kids put magic on their parents or their family and friends. You need to watch out. Kids were putting magic on you, allegedly. So you need to watch out. In the past, they aided to this. They were aiding to putting magic on someone. The family hates you in sad case. They didn't hate you. It's in reverse. It said it was a karmic relationship, a man and lady you needed to run from in the past, because this was a clone person right in your face. Somebody was cloned, and in your face. They were cloned. Somebody wanted your wealth, but they couldn't get it. Something about somebody losing their appetite and they may pass away, allegedly. I tell my friends about you. They were fighting over you. Somebody was an Aries in the past, but something returned back to center to someone named Spears. Could have been the name. It was a main male in your life and the name was Spears, because something about back in July, somebody named Amanda, something about Amanda was, and this person is a wolf and had two sides to them. This person was no star in the past, allegedly. Something about Mikey in the past, allegedly. Something about 333 support. You need spiritual guides around you to sending you love and support and guide you. They were sending in the past Mikey some support. Show the world the real you. Show who you really are. There's somebody on here need to show who they really are, allegedly. Because there was a sea demon around you that was causing all of these problems, and you need to watch out for them. This spirit said, go SUCKDICK. They mad at you. They said you BITCH. It was a name on the back. Somebody said abundance. They mad at you because you finna get your abundance. Someone has HIV now for what they done from Arkansas in the past. Someone was from Georgia, allegedly. Somebody could have been from Georgia. Somebody had a Brown in their last name. It says spell work is being done on you, but it went back to center, allegedly. They were doing spell work. Anyway, let's keep moving on. Moving on up from the wrong side. I finally found the way. Need to live my life. I'm moving away. Somebody moving away, man. They said, I'm gone. Let's see what's going on with this person right here. Let's see. Now, what's up with you? I'm kind of nervous to ask what people doing. Everybody taking everybody out, allegedly. Okay, let's see what's going on with this person. They love to adventure. This person loved adventure. Somebody got 15 in their birthday. But somebody loved to adventure out. This is the water sign, Cancer-Scorpio-Pisces, or somebody you know. What about this person that loved to go out and they loved outside and they loved to go out and do adventure. They liked outside. What's going on with this person here? What we need to know. What we need to know about this person. Something about they were telling a lot of lies. This person, there was a lot of lies this person was telling. What lies were they telling? They was telling lies about an accident that happened because they faked their death, and then they was by the beach on social media. So this person basically was faking their death, and they lied to everybody because they think they was gone, but they lied. They were faking their death. Okay, why did this person fake their death and lie? Somebody was being surveillanced. They was surveillancing somebody. So they was faking their death and they was on social surveillance and surveilling somebody. And they just wanted to clean up because they loved the person, but they were in the cult next to the water, and they were making man-made disasters for people's life insurance. So the justice system is here on the road. Somebody was on the road on the mountains and something about suicide. They're trying to say that somebody was on the road and committed suicide. So because of this life insurance, in other words, they either gone or they not. Somebody was faking their death, and because they don't want nobody to come out that they was involved in a suicide, that they were involved in this, so they faked their death. In other words, they cowered out. They rather for somebody else to take their blame instead of them being a man or woman, this man to take their blame. So what's going on here? Give me some more on this, with this person lying and saying they would fake their death and somebody don't want it because of insurance fraud. What's going on with this person here, number 2? What I need to tell? What else I need to tell them, Spirit? Archangel Michael, what else is going on here that I need to tell about this situation? Keep me safe as I do this, allegedly, for my water signs. Okay, somebody's going to end up in a car accident and takes everyone out the car for lying. Somebody's going to have a car accident because they thought they were getting away with something. They ain't get away with nothing. Most High said, you don't get away with nothing. You still going to get that karma, sucker. That's what I heard, sucker. You know, you're going to get karma. Something about somebody named Kimberly. Allegedly, somebody named Kimberly. Food poison, you need to watch out. This person was trying to poison you, and because they knew you was going to be a lotto winner. So somebody's a lotto winner, but they was going to poison you. They knew you had money coming. They were reading your charts. That's what they usually do. What else? Somebody knew you was going to be a lotto winner, so they was going to poison you. Your song may go viral on YouTube or TikTok. Somebody said, so they was worried about that too. Your song going viral. What else is going on here? Spirit. What else? Okay. Somebody had a blue car. Something about you may be coming over my house for somebody be coming over somebody's house for sex, and they tell them to leave, but they don't. Someone's name is Shirley. Their name could have been Shirley. Allegedly, they was going to Shirley's house for a little extra cause. Someone named Carly. Allegedly, a new home, a new attitude is coming for you. Somebody had an injustice on them. There was an injustice done to someone's home, household situation. So they finna get a new home, new everything, because there was an injustice done to them. What else is going on here? Spirit. This was a white man did this injustice. See, someone named Susan did an injustice to somebody named Susan. Allegedly, they had a gray. They loved the color gray, and somebody could have loved it. Someone named Cook, allegedly. Something about Leo in the past, allegedly. Something about let's go on a vacation. My love, somebody wanted to go on a vacation, allegedly. But somebody's head was hurting so bad because the magic spell went back to them. So their head was hurting. Child has ADHD, allegedly, so you need to watch out. Me not a doctor, but somebody with an AB in the name. They said this person used to shop at Best Buy. What else? Ain't nothing being cheap. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If it look good, it's all right. Someone named Margaret. They said somebody named Margaret. They are a reptilian humanoid. Somebody's a reptile. Somebody named Margaret. They're a reptile. You might not believe, but they're walking the planet. This was a reptile. You can see what it's got to say. But somebody is a real live reptile named Margaret. They watching you change your life for the better. This reptile is allegedly. Keep telling people love and light. Someone was doing black magic, but it went back to sender. It says they make an offer, but they want you to remembering them. They want you to remember them. Have remembrance of them. Who? A reptile? No, thank you. Somebody's a reptile. Something about they want to get rid of you before they go to court, but they're not going to be able to. It's not going to happen because they don't want you to get this new home and new job. They don't want you to get none of that. So that reptile was trying to stop it. So basically, they're all in on it together. Someone says, why do you think Earth Angels here to kiss your A? So somebody said, there's somebody named Violet was saying that human trafficking, you will be arrested. Somebody's going to get arrested for human trafficking, allegedly. They're going down. The boat stops here. The boat has demons on it. Don't go on this cruise. Somebody was on a cruise. Shame on you, allegedly. Somebody says, pray more. God will listen to you every day. Somebody named Jack. You need to pray more. Let's go over to the next one, y'all. Let's see what happened. But anyway, that's a brief on that. That was something. A reptile is right in your face. Somebody named Margaret is a living reptile, allegedly, that's in your face. They was trying to get you too, but hey, them reptiles is on fire. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all might not believe, but once you see one, you can crawl out of you'll probably crawl out of your skin. If you don't know what they look like, I want them. There's called aliens on this planet, allegedly. People don't want to believe that, but they're running in human skin. and they're acting like they're human people and don't have a soul. That's why they need power supplies to stay alive. So let's see what's going on over here. We have this naturalist. Somebody was a naturalist. Somebody may look like this that you need to know about. Let's see. What happened with this person? What's going on with this person that's a naturalist? What we need to know from past, present, future about this person. What is going on here, Spirit? For my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or someone they know that's around them. What we need to tell them about this person, allegedly. What's going on about this person? Something about somebody traveled with some aliens, allegedly, because they were dating an alien, and they would do homicides. So this person travels with aliens and they do homicides and reptiles. So in other words, they travel with them. They were dating an alien. This person didn't know they were dating a reptile, but they do homicides together, is what I'm hearing. Okay, what else about this homicide and these aliens and reptiles? This is a celebrity. How did I know? This person was from outer space. Reptiles, they were from outer space. This celebrity, and what happened? They was dismembered. This person, allegedly, this person was dismembered in the home. They was dismembered. Who was dismembered in this home to these aliens? Who was dismembered? And they were dating in this home. They were in a tunnel, dating in a tunnel. They was in a tunnel dating each other. What about dating in a tunnel? And they were partying together. So these people were partying together in a tunnel with a male. Yeah, this male, they were dating and partying together. And what else? And so this person was in their ego because of this life insurance. So this person got trapped. They trapped this person and mind controlled this person so they could do the crimes of passion. So they did all these bodies. This person is linked to a lot of bodies, and they do it for revenge. And they do it to people that were healing in this organization. They would meet up in this organization with this child they wanted to give up. Somebody could be pregnant with a child, but they're trying to give this to the aliens as a gift. So they're trying to give their child up as a gift. So that means they wanted to take this child to the water and cause them the end of them. They was going to give this child up and cause a deed. So that's what they was doing, taking this child to give up to these people. Why was they doing this? Why was this person trying to give up their child for, and cause them the end of their life, allegedly, to these aliens? Why was they doing this? Why was they doing this? Because they doing this, but this person is getting locked up or may already be locked up for this because they was doing abuse and neglect. So they got locked up and now they're going to use them for a power supply. So they're just going to use this person and lock them up and use it for a power supply. The aliens is going to use them. That's the thing. They intend on going to the desert and the motel, and they was going to assassinate this person. That's the plan, or already dead. But anyway, this person got set up by their own. The aliens are setting them up for their power supply. You know what I'm saying? They're going to use you in some type of way. And if they can do it, and you give up a child allegedly, that's not making no sense. I wouldn't have did it, but you got these people. You can't tell them nothing. They decide to give up because they want to be rich and famous and don't know. Just being hard work and realize that everything that's rich ain't for everybody. And, I'd rather have a normal life than that. Okay, what's going on here? What else I need to tell them about this? They're finna give up a child. What else I need to tell them? Okay, this person was doing secret magic on you. This person was doing magic. So this person was doing magic on you allegedly. So you need to know that. They were doing magic. So this person does magic. What else was this person doing? They was doing magic. What else was this person doing? Okay. See, this child has mental problems. This child was having mental problems. That's why they was able to get this child. There's a Sagittarius, and there's somebody named Ruth, allegedly. What about Sagittarius named Ruth? Somebody says, no more sex for me because of all these lies. They says, I'm not doing it anymore. Somebody got wisdom. They started having wisdom because your ex's drama, and you just left this person alone. You said, trick that. The devil don't want you to be happy, because God is thank you for loving me. Somebody says, God, thank you for loving me in my time of need. I will always be for you to my Father in heaven, and freedom to have peace, joy, love, and happiness in my life. But the devil never stops coming for me. But the devil never stops coming for you. That's this person. Somebody had a small penis in the past, allegedly. Trigger warning. This was rich kids' problems in the past. They thought they had to be big, and there was all these misfortunes from the past, future, and they was trying to cause you in present, but it didn't work. It says they need your energy to survive another time doing sex magic, but you won't give it. Allegedly, it says no more conflict or drama for me. Somebody was still trying to do that to you. See, so I am a demon slayer here on earth. Somebody was a demon slayer from the past here on earth. They didn't know that. Someone in Georgia, something about somebody was a demon slayer. Somebody was a demon slayer. What else? And they didn't know that somebody was a demon, and they're from Georgia. They didn't know somebody was a demon slayer. Anything else about this situation? So you got to watch what you're dating, because sometimes you could be dating somebody that's been taken over by another, someone else. They're not real. So someone said somebody was a false tarot reader, but no, they were real truth. This was a real truth. They told the truth. It says, I'm talking to people about you behind your back. Somebody was doing a lot of talking behind your back, allegedly. Somebody was. It says, why is kids turning on their parents and teachers and friends? The evil demon spirits is trying to take over. That's because you stole my money, so they're getting karma now for stealing somebody's money. No joke. They're getting karma for that. Because this was a white lady or man in the past, allegedly. What about this white lady or man in the past? They was missed opportunities that they couldn't do. The truth is, I'm scared to tell you the truth. Somebody is scared to tell you the truth. Somebody named Joe, allegedly. God is here, though. Somebody said they have a lot of depression. Someone back in New York, they could have lived back in New York City. They says, please forgive me. Somebody says, you're not going to forgive this person. Someone named Riley is saying that from the past. Can you please forgive me? What else? And then we're going to go. Somebody wants forgiveness. What else? So basically, there's somebody in Arizona. This person may be at. Somebody said something about a glass. It says sometimes I cry about, when I'm alone. Someone named Emily cries a lot when they're alone. It is often the small steps, not the giant leaps, that bring about most lasting change. Someone named Tom, allegedly, something about a Tom, says they lost a job in the past for this. You have 3 witches from the past helping you. So there's 3 witches that are helping this person. I'm glad I had a GUN in the past, somebody said. She thinks the unthinkable. See, there was a Virgo here. It says, why are you not telling the truth? This Virgo will not tell the truth about what went on. They're not saying nothing. The Virgo won't say the truth. Why is this Virgo not telling the truth? Spirit. Why is this Virgo not telling the truth? Because this person got dementia. Allegedly not doctor and they die, but they have dementia. They don't want to tell the truth. They got dementia. They really do. This person has a lot of dementia. What else we need to know before I go, somebody has dementia. This was Spirit said allegedly. I'm not a doctor, but that's what they said. Something about back in June and July. It says an air sign was putting black magic on you. And there was unconditional love here. But they was putting black magic, so they're not getting no pizza. They're not getting what they want. A brother's family took out somebody's grandma or grandfather with spell work too. This person knows about this person taking out grandparents. Someone could have been in Hawaii or in Hawaii. Someone says emotional and their emotions are running high because of this in Hawaii. Someone could have been in Indiana, somebody be in Indiana. Release your ex. This person did not want to release their ex. It says they felt controlled as a child, and now they no longer listen to nobody. There's a baby on the way soon. Somebody may be having. What else? Anything about this baby? Somebody's having a baby. Okay, you have a rose tattoo on your body. They're having a baby, but danger is around you. There's a lot of danger around you. Important news is coming real soon. Somebody need a fast car. They will not get one. This says head games need to stop. This person didn't want to stop the head games, so they unhappy fast because it's a devil child. You need to watch out. So this person got body gas. Is bad. Somebody put a spell on somebody to have a lot of gas. What else? So somebody has a rose tattoo. You need to be careful of the people around you allegedly. What else? That has a rose tattoo on them. What else they want me to say before I go? Because the people around you ain't trying to be. They're not safe like you think. Something about it's so hard in these streets, but I have to keep going. Somebody needs a new job, new career. There was a Gemini in the past that's saying that. What else before we go? Something about walk away from all these bad people's drama. You need to walk away because you do. It says the police is coming to pick up all your kids, your family members and friends, and all of the others, because there's a warrant for their arrest. Somebody's name could be Spencer. Allegedly, something about a Spencer. Somebody says thank you for loving me every day. Somebody Spencer, forever yours. Something about a Noah. Allegedly. Somebody said you are awakening. Something about they want to take your child from you. This was crazy. The family and friends want to take your child from you. It says you have a lot. Somebody may have a lot of roaches allegedly in the house. No disrespect, but somebody has a lot of roaches and they want to take your kid. A man who doesn't want to spend time with their family can never be a real man. Somebody here is got legal problems in the past that I'm talking about. They're going to have engine problems. Their engine's going to mess up. Somebody named Megan. Somebody named Taylor. Allegedly you had hidden motivations. Somebody says gay don't make me stress. Somebody says gay. Somebody may get taken out on the side of the road for being a gay man or being gay allegedly. But they're in the past or they already had that happen to them. But somebody was taken out for being gay allegedly. That's sad. It says this happened in the past. Something happened that happened in the past. It says auntie and family took your grandparents' money and your inheritance and land and house. These were bad people. You need to watch out for. This happened because they took your money and your land and stuff. I want to have a hard conversation with you. Somebody does allegedly. Something about there is so much going on in right now. Somebody said they have a lot going on. Someone said they're trying to keep their strength. Something. It says, I wish you would open up about how you feel, but you won't do it. Allegedly. Somebody says legal affairs is coming. Something about a new home is coming, allegedly. Something about a baby boy, somebody in a blue car in the past. There's an Aries in the past, allegedly. Someone was trying to put a sex demon on this person, but to give them STD and HIV, but it didn't happen. It says, around the corner is peace. Just know, It says you will lose your job. Somebody may lose their job allegedly because this is a fake person in your face, because somebody is decomposed. You might find somebody decomposed, and you know what that means. In harmony, somebody said Crayola allegedly there was a dark man, will KILLU, so watch out. There was a dark man trying to take you out. Someone named Crayola, somebody was trying to take you out, plus they got bad luck allegedly. And a pregnancy, somebody tried to get you pregnant but it didn't work. A Fred Carmichael, no, it's not going to work. Somebody was Irish allegedly. Something about they wanted to sacrifice you. There was a Capricorn in the past allegedly. Someone named Harry allegedly. Someone says they love the small things, so somebody was trying to sacrifice. Someone named Brittany allegedly. Someone named Patricia. Someone named Aubrey. They're going to court about something allegedly. They'll be going to court. There's something about visions. Watch out. There's a car accident they're trying to give you. They're trying to do this to Scorpio in the past. Is trying to do this. And remember, anything's possible, but they don't believe it. Somebody could have the birthday of July 23rd, August 22nd, and they're a Leo. Or they can have Cancer in their birthday, June 22nd or July 22nd. This is something about who they could be. This person, a friend poisoned me with food or drink. Somebody poisoned this person. They're one of them that poisoned someone back in something about April. It says kid's father was trying to KILL their baby mama, but God is on the way. Allegedly, somebody had hepatitis C in the past. That's why they want to get rid of somebody allegedly. Like, share, and subscribe.